Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with Ellie, Chris and Guy. This is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about HP, hit points, and what in real life we think 1 HP would be. Is that right?
I saw this on a popular gaming YouTube Instagram account, and I thought that'll be fun. So it's basically, what do you think would be a 1 hit point damage in real life?
Right, and
it.
so is this assuming we have 100 hit points?
We all have 100, and obviously we're all at different levels. Like my 100 hit points is probably stronger than my 3-year-old daughter's, you know? So we could have that into discussion.
Okay.
Love it. Okay, and also we've got Pebble chat and Possum chat.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, these are like laid-back topics, Ellie, and I feel like this is carrying over from anecdote chat last week.
Yeah.
These are just things we're going to touch on.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of a guide for us.
Love it.
We don't even have to tease it, but we are going to chat about Guy's Pebbles, and I'm going to chat about a possum.
Both of these are brought to you by Chris. Even though the Pebbles are at my house, it was Chris's idea to talk about them. So I'm guessing he's got an angle.
Yeah, an anecdote, you might say.
An anecdote
Yeah.
about
I
my
don't
Pebbles.
have an anecdote about Pebbles.
Anecdote, Keezy over there.
The reason I'm just like, I think I'm trying to inject more just casual chat.
Love
Yeah.
it. No, I love it. I appreciate it. I'm sorry
And
for taking the piss.
Both of these, no, it's all good. I'll just stop next week onwards. These two chats that are coming up, Pebble chat and Possum chat, they both are related to Guy.
Wow.
Okay.
And when we get to that level, Ellie, we'll have more chats.
True. Yeah, we've got to get to know each other a bit better.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we'll have more anecdotes for each other.
That's right.
Yeah,
So I mean,
alright.
if it was like Detroit Become Human chat or
Yeah.
Farting chat.
Yeah.
But, you know, outside of those two, I can't really contribute.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, well, Chris, you want to jump into some listener feedback
Oh my
first of
God,
all?
that's right. Yeah, I'm doing list of feedback.
Yeah, you are.
Certainly am, which is hard when you don't have Facebook. And I just want to clear something up. I don't have the app on my phone. Still
Yeah.
have Facebook.
Yeah, cool.
And
Good.
so I use the desktop version of Facebook.
Wow, I like the app.
No, like
Oh,
the
just
website
the web
on my
browser.
computer. Like I type in https : put it all in there, and I go to the group Extremely Casual Gamers Extremely Casual Group
Nice. Yeah, good. Yep.
for Extremely Casual Gamers.
That's the one.
You got it.
Please do join it. Now, we've got a lot to get through here, so we'll be quick. First of all, Katarina Smith put a video in of a new Xbox controller that is designed to look exactly like the PS5 DualSense controller. Just another nod that, I mean, personally, I way prefer PS5 controllers because they're smaller. Xboxes have always had chunky controllers.
Especially the very first Xbox they
huge.
released. It was genuinely like holding a cob loaf.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it was like, I remember when I first played it, I was probably about 12 and I couldn't really reach my hand around it. And then they redesigned it so that it was better. But the original big fat ones,
Yeah.
they were cool.
So
Yeah.
I think that's cool. If I had an Xbox, I'd certainly look into that. Gregory Coons put up a photo, which was someone had on their wall posters of like Johto, Kanto, blah, 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 which are all the different regions of Pokemon. They then had 8 badges of each region put up underneath it, and then the Pokemon games, the cartridges, all mounted on his wall, like a big tribute to Pokemon.
Wait, this is not a photo he's found on the internet. This is somebody who listens to the podcast. That's what they've got at their home.
I don't think it's what they've got at their home. I think it is a photo from the internet.
That'd be amazing if you had that.
But they've got this big wall display, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's
wow.
wicked.
That's so cool.
It was cool. The issue I have with it is, and it is cool,
Your wife wouldn't let you put that up in your house?
A, my wife wouldn't let me put that up in my house. B, I feel like, where do you get the badges from? You'd have to just get them off Temu or something, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I imagine there's a company out there that just makes the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And, oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Can we start a thing, right, where we, like in winter, when you're more likely to be wearing like denim jackets and like bomber jackets and stuff, where you pin 8 badges to the inside of it so that you can do what Ash does, open it up and show everyone your badges?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Open your coat
Yeah.
and show me your badges.
I don't have a coat. Do you have a coat, Ellie? Because I
know.
know Chris has one, so Chris could do it.
Chris, you could do it.
And then
I could do it, yeah.
let us know how it goes.
You
Yeah,
guys don't
you
have
do
coats?
that.
Okay,
No.
you guys work on getting coats?
No, you just test it out
I've
first.
I've got hoodies.
Yeah, okay. Is it a zip up?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. So I don't know if I could do it.
We're going to have to test it out first, Chris. And then
Ellie,
let us
do you,
know.
have, do you have like a wacky pop culture shirt you could pin them on?
Probably.
What's
like
that
the
one?
SpongeBob.
The other issue I had with the photo too is that they're actually missing a lot of games. So under there, they've only got Crystal under Johto, no gold or silver.
No way. That means
And
a
they've
lot
only
to
got
me.
Emerald under Hoenn, no Sapphire and Ruby.
Well, I'm annoyed that we've
Wow.
even given this airtime now. They're not even going to do it properly.
And to be honest, I have banged on a wee bit about it. Kerry Leanne Ireland wanted to know if we play Bulldogs here in New Zealand.
Is it Bull Rush?
It's Bull Rush.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
She and I often feel like this. I wish jobs nowadays had like an hour lunch break where everyone went out onto the field and played games.
Yeah, that'd be fun, eh?
And,
sick.
or played handball or sat down in a circle and ate your lunch. Bull Rush would be great, and a lot of people got injured playing that. Shannon Amy and Chris Wood accidentally bought each other It Takes Two for
I saw
Valentine's
that.
Day.
This was so sweet.
That's so cute.
It was very cute. I mean, annoying, and you're obviously not very compatible because you're going to have to take one back now. But you guys worked through that stuff. Very cute, and it had received a lot of likes on the group. Josh Moody nabbed a copy of Pokemon Sapphire. He called me out on the group.
Oh, yes.
He's now homeless because it probably cost about $1 billion to buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
So, sorry to hear that, Josh Moody. Hope things get better. Now, a quick thing I'd like to touch on. This is from Miriam Morris. She did a post saying, so, Elden Ring, how big actually is this game? I've clocked 11 hours or so and even started resorting to following guides and walkthroughs to make sure I'm doing the right stuff. Still on 0% complete, apparently. It's a bit concerning as I'm not a confident fighter, so I'm going to have to level up big time before taking on any really tough bosses. This game is going to take me forever.
11 hours in, and they haven't even got 1%. I would have given up after an hour.
You have to, I think the percentages are counted by the amount of bosses you beat.
Oh, yeah, so you should play for 11 hours, beat a boss, and then it'll be like 12% done.
I don't think it'd be 12. It'd
Well,
probably
you know,
be like
that was-
1%
Oh my
because
God.
there's so
Right.
many bosses in the game.
So it's based on the bosses.
That's right. And
Right.
if you're just farting around and just exploring, because it's like, that's so weird. And it's one of my two all-time favorite games. But if you want a narrative, story-driven game, it's not for you. If you don't like a challenge where you're going to get punished, it's not for you.
Is it one of those games where they kind of do they throw you in? Kind of like Zelda in the sense where it's like, all right, off you go.
100%.
Oh,
and it's literally like, you can go everywhere.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
Because you'll get your ass whipped.
over there, it's not that far from where
Yeah.
you are now, where we're starting, but that's like a really hard part of the game. But we're not going to tell you that.
No.
You're going to find out for yourself.
They literally put a boss. So the starting area, you go through this little training bit, and then you get out to the open world, and it opens it up. As soon
the
as
guy
you
on the
walk
horse?
out, there is a tree sentinel on a horse, who they put there intentionally, knowing that everyone sees him and runs over, gets killed straight away, one hit.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok on it the other day of how confident you are at the start
Yes.
killing these people, and I was like, oh my god, I could play this game, and then the Sentinel just
And they're trying to teach you that if something is hard, come back, try again later once you're
Right.
tougher. But that scared a lot of people off. I remember a dude messaged me on Instagram being like, Keezy, you bang on about Elden Ring, and I tried it, and I couldn't even get past the first boss, man, so I gave up.
fella on the horse was harder.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not the first boss. That's just, everyone is the first boss. It can be anyone, but they put him there as a way to teach you to, just give up
Yeah.
and come back later.
Yeah.
Guy's getting a phone call. Do you want to
I'm
take
getting
that?
Would you like to
a phone
take
call
that?
from me. Sorry,
You
That's
take
all
that.
right. Get in there.
I'll jump out the room.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we'll just
I'll carry on.
pad for time here. Yeah, hello.
No, that's all right. This is what we do. We're chill now.
Yeah, we're chill.
One thing I wanted to touch on was Miriam Morris. She put this post on the group, and someone commented underneath being like, giving her a bit of stick
Oh, yeah.
for not understanding the game
Oh.
and almost taking the piss a wee bit and being, I didn't like, it's the first time in the group I've seen like a bit of a,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And so I just want to remind everyone that our group's called Extremely Casual Gamers.
Yes.
We are all massive noobs.
Yeah, and we're inclusive.
That's right. And
Yeah.
that game, for example, Guy would hate it. You would hate
Oh,
it.
I would see that horse and just run away immediately,
That's right.
I think.
And
yeah.
so shout out to Miriam for putting your,
Yeah.
how you're feeling out into the group. And don't be afraid of doing that more often. Everything all good, Guy?
Sorry,
Amen.
it was my wife picking up my kid, and she wanted to know if Daisy had shoes.
Oh, good.
I
okay.
dropped Daisy off at kindy, and Meg was picking her up, and I don't even bother putting her in shoes anymore because she just runs around like a crazy lady.
So she wanted
Fair
to make
enough.
sure she hadn't left her shoes behind.
Yeah, and she's going to meet up with a friend for a play date, and she's late. She's like, hey, does Daisy have shoes? And I'm like, no, she doesn't. She goes, cool, so I've got to go home and put shoes on her now because I don't want to take her to a cafe without any shoes.
I
Right.
see.
So that's
Wow.
something I'll have to deal with when I get home.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Parent things. Question: is that door locked out there? Do you know?
Nah.
Just a random thought I just had.
Do you want me to go lock it?
Do you want
I
to go
think,
lock
go
that?
lock it. Yeah.
Should I just go lock that?
Oh, yeah.
You just
Yeah.
be our runner for the day. I reckon we don't need you to chat today.
Fair enough. Right. You guys want coffee?
So yeah, that is the end of listener feedback.
Yes.
Shall we move into some gaming news, Ellie?
We should move into some gaming news.
Gaming
Don't
news.
know what that was. Gaming news, Guy. Can we hear gaming news from out there? No. Gaming news. Yeah, there he is. All right. All right, I'll go first. Warner Brothers Games, they have announced that the closure of Monolith Productions, along with Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games San Diego.
Right.
And it's all part of a strategic realignment within the company, which has meant that the upcoming Wonder Woman game has been cancelled because that was part of their whole thing. They apparently are planning to focus on Harry Potter / Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat, DC, primarily Batman, and Game of Thrones. The CEO said it was a disappointing 2024 because they had a few games come out that just weren't that great, like the Suicide Squad. Yeah. Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, I don't think did very well. So they're going to be focusing on that. But people are gutted because that was originally a small video game production company that obviously Warner Brothers has taken over.
Yeah.
And it's just another one of the small, cute, awesome gaming studios who were famous for Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and they were the ones that have that innovative Nemesis system.
Oh, yeah, the
well.
Nemesis system, yes.
Yeah, so we don't know now what happens to that patent. Like, if that whole company gets shut down, does the patent go
Who
with
owns
it?
the patent? Yeah, well, the patent is owned by Warner Brothers. Just because the company, I'd say it's probably, Warner will keep it. Yeah, because I remember talking about the Nemesis system earlier on in the year because they were thinking about, there was rumor that it was going to be applied to this Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm guessing now won't happen.
Yeah, because the whole game's been canned.
Can I just say, Warner Brothers, right? They are buying up small companies and then forcing them to make shit games.
Yeah.
They did that with, they took the team that, Rocksteady, that made the Gotham Knight trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Arkham Knight. So it was like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. The best, they pioneered superhero games. They, of the first time a superhero game was excellent, made an amazing trilogy, and they took them and said, cool, now make a online multiplayer looter shooter type thing that everyone's making. Suicide Squad.
Kill the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League.
Oh, yeah, Suicide Squad, kill the Justice
That one, yeah.
So they took this amazing company that made these really successful single player games, forced them to make a shit game, and then now, because of the failure of that, they're laying off all these people, shutting down all these studios, and it's because the executives made a stupid decision. So it's really sad. And Wonder Woman, for example, if that was another cool superhero open world single player game with a Nemesis system, that would have been excellent.
I know, and something with a female protagonist as well. Like it's such a shame.
So they've just gassed it. And just the decisions that people at the top that don't know anything about video games but are trying to make money. They suck.
Yeah.
And they're ruining video games, unfortunately.
Yeah, agreed. See, that's my gaming news.
Guy, do you have gaming news? Would you like me to go?
I got a quick gaming news. It's about a game that's coming out sometime this year. They haven't fully locked it in, but are you aware? You guys know the game Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's been quite popular over the last few years, especially over the last 12 months because they've, really worked hard on it and it's risen up. So basically it's a pirate game where you and up to 3 friends get on a boat, you go looting, you can go onto an island, fight some people that are like PC, non-real players.
Oh, NPCs, yeah.
NPCs, yeah. And get some loot taken onto your ship, but then you can get attacked by other people who are online, and it's like this really cool Pirates of the Caribbean-esque thing. So this new game coming out called Jump Ship is very similar to that, except it's in space. So you and 3 friends.
Space pirates.
Kind of like space pirates, essentially. But the only difference is it's PvE. It's not PvE and PvP. So you're not going to be facing...
Explain what that means.
So PvE is players versus everyone. So it's where you are players and then you drop in and you're playing against the game. Online.
Oh, okay. So that means it's like Helldivers.
Like Helldivers.
Okay.
And then PvP is player versus player. So so Sea of Thieves was kind of both of those in the sense that you're playing against the game and against other players, whereas Jump Ship, as of now, they've only made it so that it's versus the game, right?
I wonder if that's as a result of the success of Helldivers.
Well, that's what I was thinking as well. It's a little bit like Star Citizen, Sea of Thieves, and Helldivers in the sense that, you can upgrade your ship, which is up in space, and you can have space battles against, the game, and then you can go down onto different there's missions. The gameplay looks fantastic. They released a trailer this week. It looks really, really good. I believe it's coming out on all platforms, maybe launching just on PC to begin with. But it's called Jump Ship. It looks pretty cool. My brother sent me the gameplay this morning, and he's quite excited about it. He's quite a big Sea of Thieves fan.
Well, the cool thing about PvE, player versus everyone, aka the computer, is you can make it as difficult as you want by cracking the difficulty up.
Yeah.
You can make Helldivers so impossible to play if you really need that real difficulty fix. Yeah. You can make it chill.
And you're not going to be playing, you could be having a really fun game in Helldivers, and you're not going to get another squad drop in and just kill you and
That's right.
ruin the fun.
Yeah.
My gaming news is that Sims 4 finally has an update, an expansion where they've added burglars.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So we were literally talking about this last week, and how the burglar attacking or breaking in the old Sims games was one of the most exciting things ever. 17 expansions later, they've finally added it to The Sims 4.
Yeah, wow.
Do you know when The Sims 4 came out?
2005.
2014.
Yeah,
You
right.
guessing massively like that kind of ruined my whole thing. 2005 was probably like Sims 2.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So
No, that's ages though.
11 years ago from the last Sims full-size Sims game on
Wow.
computer.
Yeah, wow.
11 years.
Wow.
One of the biggest franchises back in the day, and they've just sort of gassed it a wee bit.
Well, it's
They
also
have.
like the burglar thing is so annoying. Like, it's one of the most talked about things that whenever you talk about The Sims, you talk
Iconic.
about the cheats,
Yeah.
making a huge house, killing your Sims,
Yeah.
and then usually the next topic is
Getting
when you used to get
burgled.
burgled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great that they're adding it. It's like, come on, man. This just shows why The Sims has gone down in quality.
Yeah.
Because they're like forgetting the things that made it awesome.
Exactly.
Just out of that, I looked at the Metacritic scores for the 4 Sims games.
Mm-hmm.
Sims 1 to 4. Sims 1, 92%. Sims 2, 90%. Sims 3, 86%. Sims 4, 70%.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that has
That's a
fallen massively.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, it's great that they've finally added burglars, which were in all of the first 3 Sims games.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they got. In fact, in Sims 3, you could pursue the career of being a burglar, a thief.
Oh, I
And
never
you
really
have
played 3.
It was Sims 3 is probably the most playable one now,
Yeah.
where it's newish enough that the graphics and stuff don't throw you off, but it's still as good as the older ones.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can still do as much.
Imagine if in Sims 4 this expansion that they've done with burglars and like no one knows about it, but then the burglars are actually really horrible and they like pull you out of your bed, like and they're like
Kidnappers.
Oh,
the
gosh.
kidnappers, and they like hold the Sims down, and they look at you like looking up, like breaking the fourth wall, and like holding a gun to their head, like show us where the money is. And you're like, oh my god, you want burglars? Yeah, like shoots your Sim in the foot. It's like, I'm being serious. I'll kill him.
So they actually burgle your real life account, and it's like, transfer us right now, otherwise we will kill this Sim.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's realism.
that would be
Yeah.
funny.
So yeah, shout out to the Sims for finally having that put in, and
Yeah,
that's
took a while, eh?
yeah, it did. Sims 5, if they ever make it again, can you please just do a really, really, really great job and go back to what made it great?
Yeah, I want it to be Sims 2, but just better graphics.
That's right.
pretty much what I want.
And no, like all these things locked behind paywalls, and like just a big,
Yeah.
fat, awesome game. I'll pay top dollar for it. I'll
Same.
give you the old 120 New Zealand.
Same.
The old,
Same.
yeah,
While you're at it, Age of Empires 2 do the exact same thing, and Red Alert 2 do the exact same thing.
they've already done it with Age of Empires 2,
Have they?
and it was brilliant.
All right, we'll do it with Red Alert 2. What are you
Yeah.
waiting for?
They've already done it. No, they haven't. I don't know.
I love Red Alert 2.
All right.
Is that anecdote time?
Yeah, it is. It's anecdote time, Chris. Woo!
It is anecdote time. Let me just check the run sheet here. Was it Pebble chat or no? The next chat is Ellie quit? Question mark.
See ya. I've quit the podcast. No.
So I love this because I put that in, and then guy goes, Ellie quit? What's she quitting? Oh, she's quit the podcast. Oh my god, has she? But no, she just quit her job that she'd been
No.
talking about quitting.
Yeah, so hi there. Yeah, no, I have, as you know, I've been back in radio since sort of like start of September last year, and I was only on a short-term contract anyway, but I've just decided to leave a little bit earlier, so I'll be leaving in mid-April. So I've still enjoyed being back in radio. It's been a really good stint. But yeah, I'm just going to come back and focus on my podcasts and also help my partner Sam out with his business, and so he can keep affording Pokemon cards. And yeah, just chilling because as you guys know, I've been a bit burnt out as well, and I was just kind of overcommitting in general, and it got to the point where I was like, I think it's best for me if I just step away a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to.
And the job you were doing was with a cool team, and it's a job that you're good at. It's just breakfast hours kill.
It is really
it's gnarly, man.
intense. Yeah.
So
I don't know how Meg's doing it.
if you can take when you take that away, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be lovely. But I still vow that I want to get up early-ish, not 4 a.m. But like I've actually enjoyed the 6 months of actually getting up early and showing myself that it is actually a good thing, because usually I'd sleep until like sort of like 8 or 9, and that's just a bit silly. You're sleeping the day away. So I pledge that I'll still wake up reasonably early, but not 4 a.m.
Yeah, and your
Yeah.
role was on a breakfast show. You were producing, which is pretty much doing all the legwork to help and like coming up with ideas and like so that the announcers can then execute these cool things they want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a really creatively intensive process. You know, you can come away from it feeling a bit drained.
Your first one in, last one out as well.
Yeah.
You know, like you
Yeah.
get in
Yeah.
early and set up everything for the show, and then once the show's done, it's like the announcers can go, right, I'm out of here, and then you've got to like tidy up everything.
That's
and,
right.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so well done.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm glad I went back in. I always loved radio, and I'm glad I did it for a little bit again. But yeah, I think it's now time to just focus more on me and.
Well,
my
speaking
partner.
of your podcast, WTF is ADHD. How's it going?
It's good. I mean, yeah, the reaction's been quite like overwhelming. Like on TikTok, it's just gone crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. We've obviously found an algorithm, and I think TikTok algorithm is quite good. But we've obviously found some area in TikTok, and it's grown quite quickly there.
Yeah.
Not so much on Instagram, but we're getting a few listeners, and I'm enjoying it, and people seem to be like finding it helpful.
It's funny you say that Instagram's not working because my Instagram algorithm, if I go on Reels and I'll watch a guy talking about his running plan or something like that, I'll watch it and I'll be like, and then Instagram's just like, oh, you like running videos, do you? And it's just like every single one. And then if I was just like, all of a sudden a random one came up about Pokemon cards and something I'm not interested in, I'll go like, and then it just completely changes on a dime.
Yeah, it is an interesting algorithm. I feel like TikTok have nailed the algorithm.
They've done well.
Yeah, they've done it perfectly. So no, it's going well. Thank you. I'm enjoying doing it, and it feels nice to be like helping people and making a difference because people are saying it's helpful to listen to us chat. So it's going well. Thank you.
I also think with the radio thing too, I don't think you're a producer. I think you're a presenter.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like
Thanks.
I think, and it's a pathway everyone goes through producing at some stage. Guy, you were a producer at one stage.
Yep.
I never went through it, but I was a producer in TV before moving back across to radio. It's hard, yakka. You are the first one and you are the last one out. And like our radio show, I'm so lucky. I'm an announcer. I get to walk in. Pugs, who listens to this? Hey, Pugs.
Hey, Pugs.
G'day,
We love
Pugs.
you.
Back to work. Like he's always there and he's got everything ready. And then we come in and we do our thing and then we leave and he's like, all right, see you fellas. And then keeps going. Like it's a tough job.
It is, yeah.
And waking up at 4 a.m. every weekday to go and do that. And you're not the one delivering the product. It isn't your product. You're slotting into someone else's vision.
Totally.
Their sense of humor.
Yeah.
It is a tough thing.
Totally.
And as we've said before, man, if you're coming in tired and we don't want you to be tired and shit.
No, yeah, exactly.
Because it's bumming us out.
Yeah, no, it's been
It's
pretty.
really bumming us.
Yeah, no, I've been shit company the last few months.
No, you've been great, Ellie, but you hate seeing your mates all, run down and stuff. So
Thank you, guys.
cool. I'll tell you what'll fix that. It's a bit of pebble chat.
Oh, please bring it on. I've been dying to hear about this.
All right, hit me up.
No, I'm not doing anything.
No, I'm just curious to
Guy. Literally, I just saw that you put some pebbles down, man.
Yeah, I saw that on your story yesterday. What's all that about?
Front garden of my house, it already had pebbles, but I needed to remove the old pebbles, put down some new weed mat.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the thing you have to do. Otherwise,
Otherwise there's no point.
yeah, because the weeds are going to come through them pebbles.
Lay down some new weed mat, and I put down some pebbles.
How's the DIY going? How's the house looking?
It's going all right.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
Yep. I've been sort of trying to find that balance between running during my time off and doing house stuff.
Even if you do half an hour
Yeah.
of weed matting or something.
Well, this morning I managed to, I finished off the pebbles, put down the pavers, filled up my homemade veggie garden that I whipped up.
Yeah, right.
Filled that up with some soil. Going to get some veggies, put them in.
Little bit of compost. Just whenever you put just a wee bit.
Yeah.
And mix it. That's what my wife's mum, who's a gardening genius.
Yeah.
She came around and she's like, just a bit of compost and then plant it there, or put the little seed sapling in there and then mix it up a wee bit.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah, that's about it for pebble chat. Is I've got new pebbles, but yeah, my dog was going crazy on them. And then my daughter was just like, "Oh, you put down all these pebbles for me? I'm going to bring these inside and throw them around the house."
Ah, yes.
So working on that. But that's pebble chat.
Wow. This has gone casual.
Ellie,
Have we mentioned a game at all in this podcast?
yeah, no, at the
Oh
start.
yeah, we did.
This is Ellie's fault because what's happened is now we have to say, here comes an anecdote, or here comes pebble chat.
I shouldn't have done that.
What I was-
should have just organically come in.
Well,
right?
how do you organically go from gaming news to hey, pebbles, by the way?
Well, I think slick professional broadcasters will be able to do it.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should be able to do that.
that's
Yeah,
true.
sorry. All right. No,
true.
noted. But we've also got possum chat. So
Damn, I was
Let's
trying
go.
to think of an elegant way.
Speaking of your house, Guy,
wow, what a
in the
segue.
outdoor area, I know about a year ago,
Yes.
you had a possum.
Yes, I've had a possum. I named him Percy because that's what you do, alliteration. A possum would just sort of randomly come onto the deck, and I started feeding it. I started laying out little bits of fruit, left it out on the deck.
Wait, so you were encouraging it to stay around?
Yeah, man, I don't care. It's not going to do anything.
Really?
It's just a possum.
Was it annoying though? Was it loud?
No.
Was it taunting your pets?
No. I was worried initially about a possum having a go at my cat, but obviously it
Yeah.
only came out at nighttime. My cat stays in at nighttime.
Okay.
And if my dog saw it, she would go mental and run out onto the deck and scare it off. So I wasn't worried about Percy the possum, although thus from feeding him,
Yeah.
or her, I don't know.
Yeah.
He kind of realized that there's anything in that area is fair game, and then I started growing strawberries,
Oh.
and just as they were starting to fruit,
Yeah.
they got eaten.
That's a shame.
That's karma.
Dang.
That's karma.
Well, now, when this was happening, Ellie, my reaction was, you know that they are an invasive species that kill native animals. And
Yeah.
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 and so you're essentially, what you should be doing is trapping it and murdering it.
Yeah.
But Guy was like raising it as one of his own clan. Yeah. I just went into the old AI here because this is not a creative endeavor. This is looking for
This is
information.
facts.
So,
Yes,
you're
it-
looking for a solution.
So we're okay
yes.
with this. Okay.
So I don't mind it using AI for this. It's done a bit of maths around how many animals and things the average possum kills in its lifetime. 5 to 6 years in the wild, around 30,000 insects, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
300 to 600 native birds,
Oh.
and a significant amount of reptiles and frogs, but they don't have an amount for that. So that includes eating chicks straight out of the nest, and killing full-grown birds as well.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, that's not great.
Circle of life.
Yeah,
No,
but the
no.
circle doesn't have you feeding it strawberries. Right?
Well, if it's eating fruit, it's not eating birds.
This is true. Yeah, I
Right?
suppose.
Kill
yeah.
it.
But yeah.
I don't know.
has-
How am I going to kill it? I don't live in the bush. I don't have a 22 rifle.
No, this is because the reason I brought this up is because we have a possum outside our house at the moment.
It was your one called.
I don't know, but my wife grew up in the country and is just like, we need to trap that possum.
Oh, really?
We need to get a trap. And I'm like, then what are we going to do? So we've got a trap. There's a possum in it. What, are you going to kill it?
Yeah, what's
Because I'm not a country boy.
No.
Find a stream. Throw it in.
Oh.
Guy, can you pick a side, please?
Yeah, wait, do you love him?
Well, that was the other reason why I didn't lay traps out. It's because I've got a cat and there's so many cats in my area. I don't
True.
want to. I don't want to accidentally kill a cat in the
No,
process
yeah.
of trying to kill a possum.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
cats don't eat strawberries. Let's put some strawberries in a trap. You know,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Put some.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, so, but this particular possum has been in the tree outside my house going,
Oh, they're noisy buggers, eh?
it sounds like someone's breathing outside your window. And it is setting off all the local dogs.
Oh.
And I am just like, oh my God, we have to get rid of this possum.
Get a
Yeah, what do you
slingshot.
do?
Get a slingshot with some ball bearings.
What do you do?
My dad's got an air rifle. I could potentially use that. But even having that in the city, I'm quite close to the
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that-
like-
you can't. Yeah, you can't go firing off firearms. You're just gonna have to try and get one of those non-lethal traps and just and then
Take it out to your neck of the woods and
Yeah,
release it. And just give it to Guy for his birthday in a box or something. Here you go, man. Percy's brother.
That'd be great.
Oh, that's annoying.
Anyway, that concludes possum chat.
Wow.
So now just looking at the list here, Ellie, I believe you've got a topic. No, you don't actually.
no,
Guy
I don't
does.
actually. I think Guy does, though.
No, my topic is on the. I
That's
saw
right.
it a few weeks ago from Game Rants, which is a Instagram page that you may follow, and it was basically asking the question: if we all had 100 HP hit points,
Yeah.
like in many video games, what would one hit point of damage be in
Yeah.
real life?
Yeah.
So essentially, something that would hit you 100 times
You'd be dead.
and then you die.
Well, this is the interesting thing, right? And also you mentioned that, for example, toddlers would have less hit points because they're still growing.
Just like if we use Pokemon for an example. When you've got a level 3 Pokemon, it's got
like 20.
20 hit points, but
Max.
like 100%, but it goes down quicker as
That's
opposed
right.
to a Pokemon that's level 70, right?
Yeah.
So we've all got similar hit points. So if I was to take a metal baseball bat to the head, right? Full
Yeah.
swing.
I
That
think-
wouldn't kill me.
I reckon it's like 50 hit points.
That's
though.
50 hit points,
Yeah,
right?
it depends where you hit, though. If you're right in the temple, that could be done.
It
That
could.
could
Well,
be.
that's the other thing as well, is that somebody can get hit by a car and survive.
That's
somebody
critical
could
hit.
get punched in the back of the head and die, you know?
That's where critical hits in Pokemon come in because I think a certain percentage of all, like if you did the same move, let's say it was tackle. If you did tackle 10 times, 2 of them will be critical hits that do extra damage.
Yeah.
If I hit you in the head with a baseball bat 10 times, 2 of them, or maybe 3 or even 4 of them,
Yeah.
could kill you.
Yeah, true.
I got a good swing. I used to play.
Oh, all right. Should we do an example after the show? We'll
Get
see
a
how-
watermelon and a baseball bat.
Yeah. So things like, so if you think of it as like 100 times, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
I was thinking like you walk, how it really hurts when you're walking behind a car and your shin hits the toe ball.
Oh.
You know,
Oh,
that sucks.
See,
It
I-
really hurts.
Is that one?
Would it kill you though
Yeah,
if you did
'cause
it
then-
100 times?
Possibly not. Just a big bruise, bit of a hematoma might come up on the leg there.
That's
and
the
then-
thing.
100 shin kicks to a toe bar.
Yeah.
I
then
think the amount of damage that would do to your leg, you could bleed out after that, and you,
Yeah.
True.
yeah,
True.
you
Yeah.
could die.
Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah.
is
Your
grim,
legs,
yeah.
your legs would turn to just mush.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. So that's one. I would agree that that is one hit point.
One hit
Okay.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
My initial idea was that was actually 2 hit points.
Yeah, it might be a bit. That might be a bit hard out. 100 times.
That's a
Yeah.
shite load.
Oh, my-
Ooh.
oh.
I've got an example of a 1 hit pointer here. When I'm using a screwdriver and then I slip, and then like my hand bangs into something, and I get cuts on my knuckles.
Oh yeah.
That's like 1 hit point.
You reckon?
When you're grating cheese or a carrot,
Oh.
and you just run your knuckles across the grater.
That's 1 hit point.
That's one.
Because if you did that 100 times,
Yeah.
you've grated your hand off.
then you bleed out.
Which is pretty full on.
How long are we going to have Ellie in this chat before she's like, I'm done?
Well, have you got any ideas there, Ellie? Have you got any suggestions?
I was thinking, what would a paper cut be? If I got 100 paper cuts, would I die? Because those little buggers hurt.
You'd probably bleed out.
Yeah.
I reckon
So-
no. I don't think a paper cut's
half a
one.
hit-
It's
half
like
a hit
half
point?
a hit point.
Half a hit
I reckon if you, I mean, I'm not going to volunteer, but if you gave me 100 paper cuts, I wouldn't die.
Yeah, true. Okay, so
I feel like there's
one.
a less chance of me like bleeding out is probably the thing, but maybe infection.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True.
Are we allowed access to antibiotics and,
Oh yeah,
No,
like healing
Savalon.
No,
potions.
this is just like a no. We're in a room and then something happens to it 100 times.
So
and
no
then
healing.
and then there's no taking you to the hospital. It's
Yeah.
just, are you dead after
Yeah,
that?
there's no
Yeah, okay.
potions.
What about
Um,
a sack tap for you guys? Could you get hit up? Like, would one be like big? Like
A big kick in the nuts. No, that's like
Is that a lot of
it's
hit
like
points?
90 hit points.
Wait, so you just so just
No,
two and you're
if
dead.
you kicked me in the nuts 100, it would take less than 100 times for you to do some like could possibly kill me.
Yeah. Okay.
A critical hit, yeah, gone. No kids. The kids would be gone after like
True.
3 or 4.
Testicular
true.
torsion,
Yeah.
and then
The whole
bleed it.
shit.
Yeah, that.
At
Yeah.
a point, and I don't want this to get too graphic, but there won't even be any testicles there anymore.
No.
And you're just kicking our pelvis. So I think it would never kill you. I think that would go to about 30% of your hit points, and then it stops being effective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So
see.
yeah, maybe some of these stop getting effective after a while. Something gets in your eye. I've got here, right? So
Oh, yeah.
one of those ones where it gets in your eye and you genuinely like you can't, and you're like you can't continue. You have to get the thing out of your eye because it's kind of
Yeah.
stinging a wee
Yeah.
bit, like a bit of sand. Imagine 100 of those. I don't know if you'd be dead.
Yeah, but blind.
You'd be pissed off. You'd be
Yeah,
blind.
Yeah. You'd be
So I
pissed and
think
blind.
that'd maybe get to about 20% max, 20 hit points max,
And then it's
and then it runs out of PP and stops being effective.
Yeah,
power
yeah.
points.
Oh, nice, thank you.
100 pieces of sand in your eye would not be good. I've written here eating spicy food.
Oh, like real spicy.
-1 hit point. Yeah. So if you eat like a spicy thing where you bite it once, you jeepers. Imagine that 100 times
True.
cranked up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That could kill you.
Yeah, my insides wouldn't deal with that. On the way out would hurt the most. I
No
think.
water, no milk.
Oh,
You probably dehydration. You'd sweat out all of your, and then you just. Oh.
Well, it could also, if it was really spicy, do damage to like your stomach lining and all sorts of stuff like that.
There was that
Yeah.
There was that rapper a few years ago that had to have like the lining of his stomach,
Right.
like was disintegrating because he was eating too many flaming hot Cheetos.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
That
goodness.
is so stupid.
yeah.
Oh.
I've written here, Guy, this might have happened to you, rolling your ankle while running. -5 hit points,
I haven't done it while running. I've done it while playing indoor netball.
Yeah.
which is way cooler.
Way cool.
Wasn't it the first
Yeah.
game of the season, pretty much the first quarter?
Yeah, the first time I've ever been playing an indoor sports social thing, and I like rolled my ankle, and I was in like a moon boot for like 2 weeks.
And I
That
was on the court
sucks.
next door. Was
yeah.
that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a snap noise. I thought
Oh.
I thought I'd broken my ankle, but it was just a sprain.
Yeah.
So I put -5 HP for that because that's worse than a paper cut or, you
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
skimming your knuckles.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
I don't think it could kill you if you rolled it 20 times.
Yeah, no. I don't think so. I've done it many times as well playing
Yeah.
netball. But I don't think it would kill me, but man, it's painful.
Maybe it's
Oh.
less about an injury and more about an action. You know, like something happening to you physically, as opposed to like.
Oh, like getting hit by a car.
Yeah,
For example.
right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Okay. Well, I've put here sleep badly and have a sore neck or back as a result. I imagine waking up and it's like, you slept badly, -5 hit points for the rest of the day.
Right, so you're more susceptible
But then
to damage.
I feel like -5 is as far as it would go.
Yeah, 100%. But
Yeah.
like it is a 5% impact on your day in terms of, you know, you're less able to do stuff. Hungover, -15, but it gradually recovers as the day goes on.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
As you hydrate.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
imagine if you had like 15, this is a terrible number actually, like 9.5 hangovers would kill you all at once.
Oh,
yeah.
That's terrible maths. It's 6.5.
I don't know.
What about
I
bending
can't-
over to pick something up and there's a cupboard open
Nah.
above you and you lift your head into the cupboard?
That's
Guy.
a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
Unpacking dishwasher, then accidentally banging your head on open cupboard door. I've put here. I have done this before.
So annoying.
On the corner of the cupboard door,
Yeah.
Same.
-10 hit points.
Yeah.
I could do that 10 times.
Oh,
Brain damage.
yeah.
Because you're standing up at full force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional damage.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that is -10. If you did that 10 times, you'd die.
Yeah, I agree. We have cupboards in our house. We don't actually don't
You
have a
do?
pantry. Yeah,
Up
cool.
top.
Rich. Yeah,
Up top.
cool.
Yeah, baby. Cupboards.
No, we don't have a pantry though. So all of our cupboards in the kitchen are all above us.
Yeah.
And the amount of times that me and Sam will leave a cupboard open because we both have ADHD as well, and the other one will walk straight into the corner.
Oh.
I reckon that is even more than I reckon
Do
that's
you-
like 20 hit points. I hate it. It
Do you
makes me
have-
so angry.
Soft closed cupboards.
Yes, we do. We
and
do.
you still leave them open.
Yeah.
Because you can literally just push them and they'll just do the rest.
I know. I don't know why we leave them open. It's because I've got the thing I need and I move on to the next thing.
Is that what you meant by ADHD?
Yeah, like it's sort of like open the cupboard, grab the thing, and then boof, straight back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of hit points there, I reckon. For our corners, they are brutal.
No pantry. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? It was a buzzy thing about the house. It's a townhouse. So yeah, it's just cupboards up the top. So there's not a lot of storage space.
So, yeah, right. Okay.
yeah.
Because I like a big pantry full of food.
I know. It's not great. It's the one of the floors of the house actually where I'm just, I wish we had a pantry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What about funny bone? If you hit your funny bone, that sucks. I'm not gonna
100,
kill
100
you, but
hits. No, I don't think that would. I feel like that's.
emotional damage again?
Yeah. It's almost half a point.
Yeah, okay. God, it hurts though.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Oh,
Or is that just me?
I haven't done it in so long. No, my wife has an ultra sensitive funny bone from I don't know what happened. At some stage, she really smashed it, and now if you even just like touch it slightly, she'd be like, "Don't
Really?
touch my funny bone."
Really?
Yes. Which I found out the hard way by accidentally doing it, like not intentionally doing it.
Just going
Yeah.
over to hug her or something? Ah!
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
out.
And she'll just tear my head off.
What about biting your tongue while eating?
Oh.
Or your
that-
cheek?
50.
that right. Yeah.
I hate that
I
shit.
hate that
Yeah.
so much.
Because I'm supposed to be enjoying this.
Yes.
I'm eating something delicious and boom, now you're hating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top, if you're eating something ever so slightly spicy, the rest of the meal's ruined.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
You might have a little cut on the inside of your mouth.
Well, or add on top of that, you eat something that's way too hot and it burns the skin of your tongue.
Oh!
And you've got that feeling for the rest of the.
Yeah.
When you have a coffee and it's the first sip and it
Yeah.
just burns your mouth, it's like, cool, I'm going to throw this coffee away because there's no point in me drinking it.
Yep. I hate that.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
of the
yeah.
things I think actually just enrage me.
So this
more
is
than
just
hurt.
what rages you.
Yeah, this is just my rage levels.
But we're thinking of it's one hit point.
yeah.
Right? So
Okay, one hit point. What else is there?
is there anything while playing video games?
VR
P-
maybe if you walk
Maybe
into something.
VR, probably. PC players, possibly banging your knees from if you're sitting at a desk and you bang your knees on like, I don't know, a cupboard or something like that as you're trying to get up. But,
Cupboard under the desk.
well, you know, like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like drawers under the desk.
Oh,
yeah,
drawers.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, if you're playing on the couch.
I'm sitting on the couch doing F4.
What about when you go to put your headset on and you accidentally let go too early
Yeah.
and you flick yourself in the side of the head?
I've never done it. Oh, the only one I can think of is if you're lying on your back on your phone playing a game and then you drop it onto your own face.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a good one.
That is a good one.
That'd be like 2% because if you did that 20 times, oh my God, no, that's such bad maths. 50 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah, then you maybe
you
be
might
dead.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon if you dropped your phone from, let's say, 30 centimeters.
I always have
30
straight
centimeters.
arms. I
Yeah.
always have straight arms
Really?
when I'm on my phone on my back.
Wait.
Really?
Yeah, because
Wait.
I don't want to have to be using any
But what if-
arm power. I just lock those suckers in.
Oh, really?
That's wild.
See, I'd rather have my elbows tucked in, sort of.
So you're lying in bed, like,
Oh, can I just also clarify that I never do this?
Oh, okay.
Like ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
if you had it, let's say 30 to 40 centimeters in front of your face, and you dropped your phone on your face 50 times, wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, wouldn't I?
No, even 100
Unle-
times wouldn't kill you.
Again, unless you rolled over and hit you in the temple.
Could
be one.
Could knock some teeth out.
Could.
Could
yeah.
get you in the eye.
bleed
just-
out.
Just on this guy, and this is a weird thing that you had experience with. Ellie, how many
Yes.
times would you be slapped in the head with a fish before you got a concussion or long-lasting symptoms? How many times do you think you'd have to be slapped with a fish? Like a big fish.
Like a big.
Like
okay.
a fish, and
Just-
people just slapping you with it.
Before I'm knocked out.
Nah, before you've got like a concussion and you like, you know, because concussions, you don't have to be knocked out.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, if you get a good whip, it could be quite quickly.
yeah.
Like maybe 10 times? Maybe?
Guy,
Why's that?
how many times did Sam get slapped with that fish?
Oh, like 100 times.
Wait, so this is
It was
a real
something.
thing?
So a buddy of ours, Sam, I used to do a radio show with him, and we went down to the Kaikolder Seafood Festival, and we had like $500 to give away.
Nice.
So the gimmick was, come find us. We've got a fish, and for every 10 slap, if you slap Sam in the face with a fish, and then if you happen to be the 500th or the 100th person. You get the $500.
Right.
So we kind of just had a booth where people would come up and slap Sam in the face. And the idea was for it to be like, haha, like a little slap.
Oh
but
my-
because this was a seafood festival, apparently everybody was getting absolutely steamed.
Oh, yeah.
There was a bunch of punishers that would get this fish and just wind up and slap Sam in the face.
Oh my
Even though we
gosh.
told them not to. And then, he got a concussion.
He reckons he's still got long-lasting effects from that.
Yeah, that is actually so bad. I'm surprised how the safety let that go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there was no health and safety involved. Thing is, it was a coin flip between me and him that was going to do it. Sam is a lot tougher than me.
Right.
It would have killed me. I think if we're talking about 1 hit points,
Yeah, nah,
this
he's
is
got
the
a-
scenario.
That's the
He got a
fish.
big hit on him, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's still very funny. So, yeah, sidetrack. Anyway, if anyone else here has got any ideas around
Yeah.
things that could take 1 hit point off you, and examples too of more than 1 hit point, you know,
Yeah.
getting hit by a car that could be 50.
Yeah, who do you reckon here has the strongest hit points? Like, who do you think would, take the biggest hits out of us
yeah,
three?
yeah.
Oh, let's just say Ellie, otherwise she'll get on her ass with that. I think we're all the same, Ellie.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
we're all
Yeah,
even.
we'll go with that. Thanks,
so
guys.
100, 120 for me.
Okay. It's those abs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my
the
abs.
abs, yeah.
I forgot I had abs.
What are you guys playing this week?
I will be going back to Elden Ring. God, I love it so much.
You do.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we've heard enough.
I'm almost at the DLC,
Oh,
which is
are
the
you?
whole reason why I'm playing it again.
Oh, I want to hear when you get to there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am so much better this time around at most bosses. When I first played it, I'd walk in there, find the boss, and a lot of them you might be able to beat them first, second, third, fourth try.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them took 20 goes. And one of them took about 50, which people that play Elden Ring will know that boss. This time, I think one boss made me do it 5 times, and that was the most I've ever had.
Oh,
Because I'm so in tune with how to walk into any fight, powered up. My swords are fully upgraded. I know all the systems and how they work, so I can blend them together to put them at the optimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice.
So I'm walking in, and now before I'd hit a boss with a sword and it would take off 2% of his health. Now it takes off 10%. And
Well
so,
done.
yeah, I'm just a bit better at it.
Well done.
You're more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm flying through it, still absolutely loving it, doing all the weird side quests, which you genuinely need a wiki. You need your phone open with a guide to even tell you how to do the side quests because they're so all over the shop.
Yeah.
And they don't explain anything.
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
Nice.
honestly, it is for a certain type of gamer. But it's
Yeah.
still sold 20 million copies or something crazy. It was their biggest ever game. So,
Well,
yeah, that's what I'm playing at the moment.
there you go, Guy. What are you playing at the moment?
I'm playing a new game. It's on PlayStation Plus. It's called Valiant Hearts. Valiant Hearts: The Great War,
Okay.
and it's a puzzle game. It's a side scroller, 2D.
Oh.
Right, and
Right.
it's set in World War One, and you
You
play
love
as
war stuff.
yeah, and it's this really cool little game, and it's just you play as multiple characters throughout World War One, and you play as a French soldier, an American soldier, a German soldier at one point, and there's no dialogue, but there's a narrator, and there's this really beautiful story. All the characters connect, and it's just basically as you're following along. You've just got to, it's really good for ADHD in the sense that it's you need to get into this room, but in order to get to that room, you need to talk to this guard. And obviously that's objective based gaming.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just it's a very simple game. It's it's an indie game essentially.
Cool.
And I've never heard of it. I randomly was just going through the PlayStation Plus thing. I saw it, downloaded it. It's 1 gigabyte. And really, really enjoying it.
Wow.
So, it came out in 2014. It's a puzzle game. There's a dog involved,
Oh, yeah?
which I'm really worried about because it's a war game and there's a dog.
Oh.
But you use the dog. You got to use your brain. It's a thinking
Yeah.
game. It's a puzzle game. So I'm really, really enjoying it. I don't think it's that long of a game, but there is a sequel that's already out, so I'll probably play that one as well. But if you want to play Valiant Hearts: The Great War, it's on PlayStation Plus.
Thank goodness for you, Guy, because otherwise every week this podcast would be Chris is playing Elden Ring, Ellie's not playing anything.
Yeah.
And Guy is, you know what
Guys
I mean?
like Helldivers too.
Thank goodness you are actually trying different stuff.
Yeah, good on you, bro. You're really holding this podcast up. Thank you for that. Did you
Thank
finish the Plucky Squire?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But me and my wife, we play it together, and my wife was
Cute.
away for a little bit last week, so I haven't played it. But she did say I really want to finish playing the Plucky Squire.
Cute.
Great, because that's a little indie game that I genuinely do want to have a little crack at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Plucky
really
Squire.
fun. I feel like the games that I've enjoyed the most in the last 12 months, bar Helldivers 2, have been little indie games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving this one. I love the Plucky Squire. I love Dredge. That was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
So maybe that's my niche, guys.
That's your niche.
What are you
Ellie,
playing, Ellie?
what have you been doing, Ellie?
How's Hogwarts Legacy going?
Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, look, haven't touched her for a couple of weeks again.
Is Hogwarts Legacy a her?
Uh,
Or is
yeah,
the PlayStation a her?
I don't know. actually.
Who is she?
Who is she? I don't know. Who am I? I don't know. No, I haven't touched it again. So as you've just mentioned, Chris, yes, I have not played anything this week.
See, this is the main reason we need her to quit her job.
Yeah, no, exactly. I actually think once I'm not doing 4 a.m. starts,
No, we
I will
mean
have
this
more...
job. You need to quit.
Yeah. I reckon.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'll see myself out. Hey, thanks for joining us for another week. Let us know what you're playing. If you're like me, let me know if you're not playing because I'll feel better about it.
That's right. And also, there is a DLC podcast now. It comes out every Monday.
Yep.
Boom.
We need content ideas for that, listener-generated ideas that we discuss. We're about to record one now for Monday's release. So if you ever have a great topic or anything you want to discuss on the podcast, jump on the group, Extremely Casual group for Extremely Casual Gamers on Facebook and let us know.
And a lot of people have done it already, but if you have a spare moment, give us a rating on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to your podcast. It always helps.
Yeah, blast it.
Thank you. Have a great day. Week, night, summer, winter.
Yeah, blast it.
Blast it.
See ya.
Blast off. Bye.